Hello there, dear viewer. My name is Matt, and I swear, I am desperately trying not to be super lazy with these videos. It's been a few weeks since the last one, and I am crawling toward the finish line to at least get 100 episodes into this series of two before I either decide to do a series 3 or call it quits, and it's it's so much harder than I expected it to be. I don't know why it's so hard all of a sudden. Anyway, okay. So, if you have never seen one of these stock speedrun videos before, as always, I strongly encourage you to check this video description for an explanation and a disclaimer as to its content. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Today, for all of you lovely people, GoPro, very interesting. Make the little camera things, which honestly I have not heard. This was like a big thing. I remember GoPro, it felt like they were everywhere a couple years ago, and then all of a sudden, no one ever talks about them anymore, and I have no idea why. I kind of wonder if I look at this chart, and this only became public fairly recently, hasn't it? I want to say in like the last year or two, maybe 3 years? Jesus, it's 2023 already? Oh my god. So if I look, get the shit out of here. So if I look at 5 years, actually, this is not the kind of chart that I expected. I expected to see some kind of, well, first of all, I didn't realize that it was public all the way back in 2018. What if I go to max? How far back does it go? Really? It was 2014 that it became public? I mean, that kind of makes sense. Maybe the popular times for the GoPro cameras was much longer ago than I remember. Because what I had expected to see here is, some, large mountain range over here where the popularity peaked, and then it's kind of just, kind of been blah since then, which is basically what I'm seeing here. I mean, ever since, let's say, in fact, what, I want to take a look at the big chart, because I want to make a custom range if it will let me. I want to make a range from, let's say, so it peaked shortly after becoming public, peaked again shortly after that, and then after that it just kind of dropped like a rock. So let's go from February 1st, 2016 until present. Can I do that? Let's go from February 1st, 2016. Because I want to see, a chart like this doesn't really show you all of the micro movements it's made since then. That's something that I'm interested in taking a look at. Today. Show me. Can I change the interval? Can I have a 1 day interval? Is that possible? No, Jesus Christ, Yahoo! Of course you still blow. Why would you ever try to be better? Why would you try to fix things and not have them be garbage? I don't know why I ever expect that to happen. So apparently all I have is month to month, which isn't terrible, but still not amazing. I would have liked to have day to day, but apparently Yahoo is not cooperating because, again, it is trash. So, yeah, not a whole lot of movement ever since it has dropped off in February of 2016. You can argue bouncing around in the range from, let's say, 16 to 2. Although that 2 is at COVID lows, so I'm not really too sure if that's an accurate bottom range. Let's say like here, December of 2019, about $4. But anyway, the reason why I don't think bouncing around in that range is really an accurate description is because, look, this 16 was this peak here, and you never saw it again. A more accurate description would probably be from maybe like 10 or 11 down to what it is at right now. And there seems to be a little bit of a pattern here. I wouldn't quite take it to heart, but you can easily make an argument that there was a trough here, ridge, trough, what comes after that? Pattern recognition, let's go. Ridge. Now, is that possible? I don't really know. I would need to understand why it went up in 2021, but then again, that's a stupid question. Everything went up in 2021. 2021 was a good year for the stocks. Let's see. Stock sinks back below 1 billion market cap after poor outlook. I'm actually kind of surprised it's at 1 billion. Well, I mean, it was. As the article states, it sunk back below 1 billion, but I'm kind of surprised it was even above 1 billion just for stupid little cameras, which I think is all they make. I am not aware of any other kind of business they have gotten into. Develops and sells cameras, mountable and wearable accessories, some subscription. What kind of subscription services do they have? Cloud connected, blah blah, this, waterproof cameras, camera, quick app. What's a quick app? Cloud storage support since video and photo quality, camera replacement, damage protection. Quick subscription provides access to editing tools, which allows users to edit photos, videos, and create cinematic stories. Oh, you mean the same stuff that you can literally do with just about any other? Why would you ever want that? Ridiculous. Enables users to get their favorite photos and videos with footage from any phone or camera. That kind of sounds. That's just cloud with extra steps. I don't know why anybody would ever use that, which is probably why. I mean. So if I was running this company, I would have said that's a stupid idea and just stick to what you're good at. Because everyone knows GoPro as the camera people. Nobody knows them as the cloud people. That's a little weird. Okay, anyway. I am talking too much. So, apparently they have failed to turn a profit in previous years, but 2021, they turned that around in big fashion, which kind of makes me think these numbers aren't actually all that accurate. Fourth quarter 2022 results. I'm not going to be able to see. I am not going to be able to see 2021 results, am I? That's not going to be in here. I don't think so. Either that, or I'm going to have to go scroll back way too far to find that out. And as I know, these articles only go back a year, so it's probably just on the cusp of that article is disappearing. I'm going to have to go look at that in phase 2, but I want to see what the 2022 results looked like. Revenue of 1 billion. That's surprisingly good. I would not have expected that much. You know what that means? It means their revenue was actually above their current market cap for the year. You don't see that a whole lot. Actually, what's the PE? Probably pretty low. Okay, 13 isn't not super low, but it's not terribly inflated either. And I kind of wonder what's with this jump. Oh wait, that's quarterly. But still, why is it 2.16 jump to 1340? That doesn't make sense. Just taking a look at some other numbers here. 5% short. Revenue, even profit's still pretty good. Quarterly earnings growth. Why is it that bad? Okay, let me finish this article. Direct-to-consumer revenue, subscription and service revenue, 82 million. It makes sense to me that that would be a fraction of their business, but still 50%, 52% year over year ain't bad. GoPro subscribers grew 43%. Honestly, these are not bad numbers. When was this article? February 2nd. Did the market react to this article at all? February 2nd was just recently. That was... Oh, damn it. I clicked the thing. That was Thursday. This was aftermarket? This was aftermarket on Thursday. That was so... Okay. I can make the argument here, and I think the market altogether had a good day on Thursday. I don't remember, but I'm going to make the argument here that it went up Thursday on the expectation of good results, and then it dropped off on Friday. However, you know what? Okay, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. I should finish this article. Achieved profitability in a very challenging macro. We achieved EBITDA. Additionally, we grew subscribers to 2.25 million, bringing our subscription and revenue services. Annual run rate of 100 million with gross margin. It's a pretty good margin. End of the year with solid balance sheets and $367 million in cash after repaying debt of $125 million or repurchasing $40 million in stock. They paid off debt and they repurchased $40 million in stock. How much debt did they have? What's that? How much of their debt was that? Total debt $185 million. I am assuming that is after paying off 125, which means 125 was maybe like, I can't do quick math here. Somewhere between like 5/10 and 7/10 of their, I'm bad at doing math in my head. Of their total debt, assuming this is the after number, which actually is a very big pay down. It's pretty nice. Revenue down 18%. Okay, I don't have anything to look up in Google right now. Down 18% year over year and in line with our guidance. Including subscription and service revenue was flat year over year. That's not what you said up here. Oh, that was for the year. Hold on. This is for the quarter. Down 8%, 18% from last quarter. In our so that makes sense, including subscription. So the quarter was worse than last year, which, if I go back down here, something I did notice weird in this quarterly chart is how fantastic quarter 4 of 2021 was. I don't know why that is. I can't think of a reason. It could just be an anomaly, and they're basically competing against an anomaly, because I'm inclined to not think that's a bad thing, considering the fact that the year was still managed to be better than last year. Subscription and service revenue was flat year over year. Increased 30% year over year. Net income was $3,002,000 per share, down from net income of $50 to $53 million. I can't explain why that would be in quarter 4 of. I want to see GoPro Q4 2021. I want to understand what was going on in that quarter that made it so spectacular. $2021 revenue up 30% to $1.16 billion. Actually, revenue this year was down. Interesting that they don't say, you know what? I should start reading these, not just the information they give, but also the information they leave out. Because they can go ahead, notice that they tout direct-to-consumer revenue here, up this percent, service revenue, this, up this percent. Notice they don't give a percent here. They don't give how this compares to last year. And they didn't forget it. There's a very specific reason. It's because it went down. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky buggers. That's the stock repurchase that they were talking about. Up 9% year over year. Revenue, including subscription service, increased 10% year over year. 30% from 2020, total revenue. Yeah, so, maybe things aren't as good as I had thought they were. Because when you dig into the prior year, especially looking at the stuff they failed to compare, it's actually not great. They're kind of just coasting. They're kind of just maintaining. They're still doing good business. They're still making profit, which is nice, but they're not. I don't see a whole lot of growth happening. And that's kind of what you want to see for a stonk to go up. And actually, something I want to look at. They don't even pay a dividend, so I can't even make the argument that, hey, if you think they're just going to continue to do, average in the future, then you can buy this for the dividend. Which that's not even a thing. That's not even an argument that I can make, which is unfortunate and very, very sad. So I understand this sell-off here, to be honest. This isn't a sell the news kind of situation. This is the news was terrible and we don't want this kind of situation, which is kind of sad, honestly. So I don't think this is as good as my initial... what's the word I'm looking for? My initial interpretation? No. But it's the only word I can think of. My initial interpretation was, it's not as good as my initial interpretation of this article. Impression, that's the word I was thinking of. Not as good as my initial impression that this article gave me. Not as good as it could have been. My ounce, 3 million in stock. Really, 40 million? Bought back 40 million in stock because last year you proposed a repurchase program of $10 million in stock. Actually, you know what? I think I can explain that. I think I can explain why that is. They didn't purchase less stock than they expected to. Is that the stock declined in value since then. That makes more sense. Which I guess is good for them because they got it at a discount, but it's not good for a whole bunch of other reasons. But at least those numbers I think I can reconcile. So what did I think of everything I saw here? So before I started to actually dig into the year-over-year numbers a little bit further, I would have been more than happy to hit this buy button. But honestly, I am not too sure about that now. Does that mean I want to hit this sell button? No, it doesn't. I think I want to hit this hold button because it's not terrible. You're not talking about, some kind of clinical stage company that's doing nothing but burning through money and is probably gonna crash and die and leave you poor and living in a box in a couple years. No, this is a well-established company that is turning a profit. However, there's not a whole lot of growth here from what I can see. They are turning a profit, yes, but what makes things go up in value is the potential future, or the potential for more profit in the future, which I am not seeing here. That is not the pattern that appears to be shaping up. Apparently, internet disagrees with me. They are fairly into the positive sentiment with this. I don't know if I agree with that. Or at least, I don't know if well, actually, you know what? Considering the fact this is on a scale of 100, we're talking about 39 out of 100 into the positive sentiment. Still a little bit high for me, but it's on the higher range of what I can see. I don't think I would have put it that high. I would have given it maybe 15 or 20. Because, it's not terrible. I definitely wouldn't have given it a negative sentiment. If I wanted to give it a negative sentiment, I would have hit the sell button. But I didn't. I hit the hold button. Because I am somewhat positive, but not too positive. If that makes sense. Anyway, I think I've rattled on enough about GoPro. My opinions here are fairly straightforward, I think, assuming you can understand my ramblings. And you know what? I will see you in the next one, which I will try not to be too lazy about, I swear. I'm working on it. Leave me alone. Bye.